So you've heard of the term generational wealth. That term, generational wealth, has been tossed around a lot lately. And it's important to know that there's actually three phases of generational wealth. There's the accumulation of generational wealth, the preservation of wealth, which is the second phase, and then finally, the third and final stage, the succession of wealth. 9 times out of 10, when people talk about generational wealth, they're talking about the accumulation of wealth. Sometimes they're talking about the preservation of wealth. But you cannot have generational wealth without the succession of wealth. And the succession of wealth has to have two things. You need to have life insurance to create and pass on additional supplemental wealth to your loved ones. You need to have a living trust to pass on your wealth in an efficient manner. Now, we think about the accumulation phase, but the truth is, if you have any kind of assets, if you have real estate, if you have stocks, if you have any kind of securities, and most importantly, if you have kids, even if you don't have kids, if you have a mom or parents that you want to take care of, if you have nieces or nephews that you want to take care of, you need to have a living trust so that you can make your plans known, to communicate them effectively, to avoid probate, and to take care of your loved ones, because that is exactly what generational wealth is. It is accumulating your wealth and then passing it on to whoever you want to pass it on to in an efficient way. Now, if you don't do a trust, if you don't do any estate planning, then what happens is what I call default estate planning, which is probate, and it's also intestacy. That means that your next of kin, whether you want them to or not, so it could be a parent that you haven't spoken to in a long time. It could be a sibling that you don't get along with. It could be a child that you don't want to pass anything to. But the bottom line is, without doing your own estate plan, there's a default estate plan that's in place that's going to be done for you if you don't do your estate plan. Lastly, on a more serious note, in 20 years of doing estate planning, almost 20 years, I know that in my own personal experiences, I know that no one ever plans on dying. When you look at the news in the morning and you hear about an accident involving a fatality, that person didn't wake up this morning or that morning and say, today's going to be the last day. So nobody ever plans on passing away. Life and death is unpredictable, but I urge you all to take your business and your generational wealth into your own hands and get your estate planning done today. So that's it for today. If you like this video, give it a like. If you think this video can help someone, which I know it could, please share it with them. You can follow us on our socials, Moten Law Firm on YouTube and Instagram, Moten Associates on Facebook. I'm Keith Moten, your legal ace in the digital space. Wishing you well. Take care and peace.